Hello, um, welcome to the stream. Sorry I've been on mute for a little bit whilst playing the game. I've just been eating, so it took a bit long to start, and that didn't go to plan because it just doesn't. I seriously need to get an elevator there. I'll get it this time. Get it this time. That delay, 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 infiltrate, and grab. That wasn't so bad that time. There we go. We made it to the bottom. Right, so today we're basically just resource gathering, but I thought I'd play some Conan and just, have some fun with it. And hopefully everyone's excited for the new 3.0 update, and everyone's having a good time on the test live. I've played a little bit of the test live, and it's just my computer's so laggy, it's just unreal. Seriously need to put a new graphics card in this thing. In the old computer here, it would help all of my computer games, to be honest. I've been looking at quite an inexpensive one that's a good upgrade from the internal graphics card. Nowhere near as good as what's currently in the Xboxes, but it will do the job. Then all I've got to do then is just put some more RAM in it, and I think that will free up a lot of my lag on the computer. It's got an SSD in, so that's not slowing it down. It's got an Intel i5 in it, so that won't be slowing it down anytime soon. I know it's out of date and stuff, but Intel i5s as they go, one of the better CPUs to go with. If I can upgrade it later down the line to an i7 or something, then I will. But for now, an i5 will still power a lot of games very strong, including Fortnite. So I'll keep the i5 in it. It'll do its job. So yeah, pretty much get a stick of RAM for it. I don't need 2 sticks of RAM for the games I play. I barely need 64. It's ridiculous. So if I can just get a single 32, that will play my games, make my games playable again, because there's only 8 gigs in there at the moment. So a 32 would definitely make my games playable on it. I'll go with that and then just get the graphics card, and if I've still got room on the motherboard to then put another RAM stick, then I will. I'll put another 32 and make it 64. Ow. Ow. But yeah, no, graphics card I've been looking at from the PCs for, it's a RTX 3050. They're pretty cheap as they go. I was looking at the RTX 3060s as well, which was literally the next one up, but they look too long to go inside of the computer housing. Basically, it's just my computer's just a standard everyday desktop computer that I use for gaming. It's not like a proper gaming case or anything. It's quite low key. It plays the game I want it to play, but updating it for sure will definitely help play the games I want it to play. It's definitely needed. It plays my the game I like to play the most is my trucking game. Plays that quite well with minor lag. It always happens with out of date computers. But upgrading it would definitely help. No. Looks like I will go out my way and restack myself, which I can do. I should have some yellow lotus in here. I'd advise against using yellow lotus potions if you're playing Conan. I know it's the easy, cheap way of resetting yourself, but then you've got to go back all through your features and attributes. It's absolute pain to do. But if you don't mind resetting everything, then, it's definitely a way to go. Wow. Yeah, so ironically, the PC I'm talking about is the one that's actually streaming Conan directly to YouTube. So it's just got OBS on, and then the Xbox app is receiving. So it's basically broadcasting to the computer through the Xbox app. And then I've got that on OBS, receiving that, and then sending it again to YouTube. So it's quite useful because it's mainly just for, as I say, if you're in another room and you want to play your Xbox, you can go onto your computer and remotely play. So I'm using the remote play section of the Xbox app to send it over to the computer. So as you can see here, look, what I was just stating, like with the yellow lotus, so resets all of your attributes and your feature points. And here I'm just making a better build for gathering than what I was using, because the one I was using was absolutely terrible. I'm just gonna go with that. And that way, hopefully, because before 3.0, it's basically might as well just use what you can. I've got to reset myself again for 3.0, so pointless me sitting here and trying to figure out a build before 3.0, because all this is going to get reset anyways for the new stuff to come into place. So I'm mainly just trying to get materials to build my base, and it's just taking forever because basically I'm the only one in the clan that's on at the moment, like, and I'm barely ever on at that. Just trying to do what I can do when I've got time. And then obviously you'll just go from there. Let me see if I can just turn my personal desktop audio down, just so then that way I don't have to hear it at my end, but you can still hear it your end, because it will still come through the hopefully through the stream. I don't know because I'm not watching it, which I normally do, to be honest. Stream, I don't know because I'm not watching it, which I normally do. Do, 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 do. Okay, for some bizarre reason, I'm not having game audio being trans to the computer. So whatever's happening on here, I can't explicitly say on the Xbox app. It's not even letting me fix it. So apologies for anyone who can't hear the game. You're not freaking out. It's just not working. I can see it's not working. So don't worry about it too much. I could quickly fix it. I just don't think it'll be worth it. You're not really. It's it's just audio, to be honest. It's just where I'm playing the game. So, but if I can always just slap it through this way. That will work. And then see if it will go through the TV for me. If it wants to. Half the time that doesn't want to work. It's a glitchy lag mess within itself. Oh, which it's been a glitchy lag mess within itself. Of course it is. Yeah. So yeah, apologies for the for if you can't hear the game audio through YouTube. For me it's working perfectly fine, so it's telling me that I am receiving audio from there, but it's just not sending it to you guys. So let's see if I can fix it. Oh, there we go. So it says it's disabled, so I've just got to click that now, see if that will fix it. So I've just asked OBS to actually make it work, so you should be able to receive it. There we go. You should now be able to hear the game sound. My apologies for that, it's now fixed. So I can now mute the computer and you guys can still hear what the hell's going on in the game. Hear the game sound. My apologies for that, it's now fixed. So yeah, I just confirmed that it's definitely on YouTube because I'm now watching the stream on my own device. So there we go. Again, my apologies for that. I sound a bit stuffy. I've got a cold. Not really a cold. It's just it's hay fever season and stuff. So it's horrible. So yeah, getting a lot more of the things we need now, just because I've changed the way my character can gather things. Sorry about that. So the one I grab, it doesn't really. It says it doesn't affect it, but it definitely does. So I've got tier 3 survival, which gives me hard worker. You harvest resource nodes twice as fast. Then you've got waste not, which is half consume water from water skins. Raw and bloody, which is you'll be able to eat raw meat without food poisoning. Each point, because they fixed it just before. They fixed it quite some time ago. I don't know when they fixed it. But they fixed it where each point you put into survival gives you more, like for when you resource, and then you want your encumbrance up so that way you can carry it. And then obviously you want your tier 3 vitality, because when you're gathering things there's always that one AI creature, whatever it be, a monkey or something, come up behind you and just slap you in the face. Of course you could also cheat the tier 3 vitality. It's not really cheating it, but you could do tier 2 vitality with a what is classed as the Exile Epics armor set, and then give you the full 10 points or 9 points, and then do the +1 for the tier 3, and then you can use more points in the encumbrance to get your that way. Or you could take out the encumbrance armor and then give yourself the momentum, and when you're encumbered you move at full speed. I would say it's worth going for the encumbrance armor over the vitality armor. It sounds really stupid for me to say this, but when you're going for an encumbrance build, try to stay away from light armor. I know it's really stupid because heavy armor actually does encumber you, but heavy armor gives you the absolute most out of all of them. So like, if you want to have tier 3, say whatever, so say if it's going tier 2 strength and then you wanted to get it up to tier 3 strength, the best way for you to get it to tier 3 would be to have a heavy strength armor. So you go and get an armor set that's a heavy armor, so you get a heavy Exile epic armor that gives you quite a lot in strength, which I believe should be the flawless. Well, it used to be flawless, but it would be the Pictish War Chief. So the old flawless stuff was awesome. I remember that. But yeah, so if you wanted to be really strong in this game, you wanted to play way back when it was ridiculously overpowered, because you used to be able to get flawless and exceptional stuff. But now they took that all away quite some time ago as well. So that's probably when they just changed all of the stuff. So now you just want the standard Exile epic Pictish War Chief. To give you that strength, and then it'll be there. And then obviously with 3.0, by the looks of things, we'll be able to have, we could use the stats for Pictish War Chief and put it on any armor. So we could take, for example, the strength aspect of the of the Pictish armor. Sorry, I keep saying it's flawless armor because that's, I used to play Conan quite a lot, like heavily, when it was all flawless stuff. So you get the Pictish War Chief, you put it in the bench that you can change its stats and stuff, like, or illusion it for that reason, because part of the sorcery stuff. And you could put it on that bench, and then you could put it with any armor you want. So you could use Pictish War Chief helmet, say for example, which gives you 3 points, say, of strength, and you could put 3 points of strength from the Pictish War Chief onto, say, a Khitan captain set, for example, or a Khitan the one that's the heavy armor set. It just usually gives you encumbrance. So you can put it on that one. I actually have it. So I don't know why I can't remember the name of it for the life of me. So I was just looking here. There you go, the Khitan Imperial. So you can put it on the Khitan Imperial, which normally gives you encumbrance, and you can make it strength if you really want to. But I'm kind of curious, for those who are in test live and are testing the game, is it possible to take a already strength armor and illusion it onto a strength armor, and then that armor then gives you more strength because you've then give it the bonus perk? You like give it 2 lots of the same thing. Just give me a second while I pick up this sword. If anyone was wondering why I was just hunting around my base for seamlessly nothing, I wasn't. I was trying to hunt for this, the Tanner's table. I thought I didn't have one, but in reality I do. put this on for the servers in its reset phase. So basically, just the server owners just set a time of day every day where the server closes itself and then reopens again. It helps prevent lag and problems within the server later on. Thought I'd let you know that's why the screen has changed quickly to what's going on. You're more than welcome to go and get food, drinks, whatever you guys need while still waiting when the servers reopen. See if you're just looking at a blank screen. Grab the phone call. Hello, I'm back. Sorry about that. Just had to have a quick shower. I absolutely felt horrible. And if you can't tell, my voice is cleared up nicely within that. So we'll go back to Conan now, and then I'll play a little bit more Conan, and then I'm gonna go out and meet up with my girlfriend and have a look around some shops and stuff. Okay. Yeah, so as I was saying, so when 3.0 comes, we should be able to sort all of this out again. So that'd be fun times. I especially can't wait for the spells and stuff, because I think I've been hearing, if I've been hearing correctly, from multiple people, from multiple good sources and reliable sources, that there is going to be a spell for us to specifically gather materials. I'm going to I'm just going to theorise. I'm not going to say this is 100%, just theorising. I'm guessing if we add that up, the spell with the survival, with the new survival, that is, I'm guessing with the new survival, because I've actually seen the perks. Well, apologies, which is now called Authority. I think that's it. I'm not sure. I'm not going to say it is. Pretty sure it is, but I'm not 100% on that. But when the new system comes into place and we put all of those points into what would be survival and encumbrance, and then we use that spell, are we going to be able, this is my theory, I think we're going to be able, this is like from what I'm hearing from most YouTubers as well, is when you go to big iron gathering spots like this one here, there's one here, the most obviously is this one here, God's Claw. That those spots are just going to be absolutely like taken. So then you've also got high brimstone gathering, so that would be really useful here. So this is probably going to just be having people around it on a regular basis. Not many people know about the Sinner's Refuge down here, and I think there's one more place you can collect brimstone. It should be Galaman's Tomb. I'm not 100% if that's still the case. And then obviously just the star metal, for sure that's going to be useful for, but I don't think it's going to be useful for much else. Mainly star metal thing, personally. This seems to be like the most pain in the bum thing to get, star metal. Except whilst I'm going to pick the sun real quick. Did you get sucked into the Hoover? Funny if you did. Can't see that you sucked into the Hoover. Can't see around the room either. Oh, looks like you got the message then. Never mind. Sorry, I just had like a wasp in my wasp here. Didn't want it. Wasp stuff. And they can sting you multiple times. yeah, got quite a few theories on what's going to happen with the next update, but you know, it's not always sit and theorise all day and nothing. You know, we could just leave it the way it is. We can't say we're not specifically Funcom, are we? So we'll just have to see what goes on. But I don't think it'll be long anyways. I think we're looking around between now and Halloween. You know, I highly doubt it'll be released before Halloween. If it does, fair enough. But it's just obviously normally, because it's such a big thing, sorcery and stuff, and a lot of it seems to be like undead-like. I could see them leaving it until Halloween. If they do, that's fine. If they don't, that's also fine. It's just obviously just the way and nature of what's in the update just kind of comes across that it could be left until Halloween. But if it doesn't, I could see it releasing either late August, early September, or a bit sooner than that. It's in test live now, so you know it's normally things don't stay in test live for long periods of time. Normally come out test live quite quickly. At least my experience with Funcom and playing Conan, things go into test live and normally the updates are released quite quickly after that. So again, we'll just have to see how Funcom pans it out. Hopefully they do the smart thing and then make sure they've got enough information on it as possible before releasing it, because what we don't want is another broken update like Riders of Hyboria. Not saying that it was broken, it's just when it come out everything was just like super crashy, half of it didn't work. Especially for us on consoles, it was really bad. A lot of people on PC were like, oh yeah, it's fine. The problem is, PCs can handle a lot and the Xboxes can't. So, you know, I think Funcom need to find a way of some sort of test live server for Xbox people only. And like allow people to play the test live on the Xboxes, and then again for the PlayStation, allow people to test live it on their console, because then you're going to come across console specific crashes really early on, and then they won't have to worry about constantly going over their own stuff and worrying about like the community's not going to be okay with it, because if us, the community, can test it on our Xbox and stuff, and we can give exactly the answers they need, because a lot of it doesn't crash on PC, and this is what a lot of people seem to forget, is when they're like, oh yeah, it works perfectly fine on PC, that's great, but will it work perfectly fine exactly as it is on your PC on my Xbox? The answer is likely no. You know, and obviously I've played the test live myself. I can say for sure it's just because of my PCs, it's a little bit slow. If your Xbox, so like if you've got an older Xbox, I would highly recommend trying to get yourself an upgrade. I do not think that the older original Xbox Ones, so like the touch sensitive one. So basically like what would be considered the day one Xbox Ones before the 1S and this 1X. If you have a 1S or a 1X, I could see it working. It might be a little bit slow, but it's definitely worth upgrading your Xbox. Definitely worth it. And I'm not saying that because I have the newest Xbox. You know, a lot of people go, "Ah, rah, you've got the new Xbox, so you don't know what you're talking about." Blah de blah. For the since I started, I've been playing Conan since 2018. I played Conan from 2018 right up to 2021 on an Xbox One. Obviously, I played a little bit on the Xbox One up to 2021, and then I got an Xbox One S from 21 to the very mid-range 21 to the end of 21, and then I upgraded again to the One X, which I still have my Xbox One X. Absolutely beautiful console. Not going to give it away anytime soon. And that works perfectly on Conan. It's a little bit slow, but it works. It's great. And then obviously then I upgraded from the One X. Ironically, I didn't get the Series S. I went and got the Series X. So I didn't even bother going for the in-between. And obviously having a Series S and a Series X, because that would make no sense. It would be a waste of money. So I just went straight for the Series X. That's what I've got now. I've just realised that none of you can see the map because I haven't turned the game capture on, because on mine it hasn't changed. So let's have a look. There we go. If you did see what I was on about, that's great. If you didn't, I'll go over it again once I finish putting my socks on, because what I was just saying was obviously how the spells was going to work for things. So obviously the gathering spell, in case you didn't see the map, is mainly for this area here. It's going to become a problem. This area here, mainly. This Sinner's Refuge, obviously, because again Brimstone, and then obviously the big iron nodes down here, and the one at God's Claw Passage. If you didn't catch it up. Very bright today by the looks of things. Oh, pardon me. Oh dear. For those of you who are watching, or maybe watching later, if you're wondering what's going on with the car, I'll give you a quick update. So basically, the car is still sat at my mum's. It's nothing really wrong with it. It's just obviously with me being kicked in the face and everything. I've put her on the driveway and left her there for a little bit. Well, not a little bit, for quite some time now. Oh, I am wanted. Give me a second.